Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 3. Today we are going to do Islam and Moral Education, last chapter, fifth chapter, Love for Human Being, Animate World, Nature and the Earth, starting from page 62. So let's start right now. Fifth chapter, Love for Human Beings, Animate World, Nature and the Earth. Identity of Nature and Biosphere. Nature consists of everything around surrounding us. There are the moon, the sun, the earth, oceans, mountains, rivers, air, water, soil, etc. in nature. Everything in nature, environment and biosphere is created by Almighty Allah and is governed by His order. All these things are the bestowings of Almighty Allah for us. Almighty Allah has created the inanimate and animate things in world. These animate and inanimate world are the elements of the earth. Some of them we eat to survive and some we use. For example, we get fruits from plants, we get a variety of food from animals. We are dependent on nature, environment, and biosphere to be alive. We need water to survive. Another name of water is life. Without oxygen, we cannot breathe. We get oxygen from plants. Besides, the sun gives us light. Without the light and heat of the sun, the earth would be dark and icy. Almighty Allah has created mountains, seas, and many other things for our benefit. He says in the Holy Quran about this, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ لَكُم مَّا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Meaning, it is He who has created for you all things that are on earth. Surah Baqarah, verse 29. Almighty Allah created everything in this world and has given us the responsibility of its maintenance. So we should know nature, biosphere, and environment and be careful towards them. Task A. Now we will read the content and think about it. We will name 5 beneficial elements from nature, environment, and biosphere around us. Let us complete the task individually. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. Elements of nature, environment and biosphere. Number 1, water. Number 2, the sun. Number 3, the moon. Number 4, the earth. Number 5, hills and mountains. So let's go back to the book. We are back to the book, going to the next page. Task B. We will match the information by drawing line from the left side to the right side below. Let us do the task in pairs. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. Almighty Allah, it will match with, has created hills, mountains, oceans and many other things. Nature consists of everything surrounding us. From plants we get oxygen. From animals we get a variety of food. Another name of water is life. We should know and be caring to nature, wildlife and environment. Now let's go back to the book. Now task C. We will write 4 sentences describing the contribution of nature and biosphere in our life. Let us complete the task in pairs. So now we will see the answer of this task. Contribution of animal world. 1. We get oxygen, food and wood from plants. Then 2. We get a variety of food from animals. 3. Biodiversity maintains the balance of the environment. 4. We get meat and eggs from poultry. Now let's go back to the book. We are in the next page. Mutual relationship among humans, nature and biosphere. We depend on nature, environment and biosphere. We see light in the house. This light comes from the sun. Without the sun, the world would be dark. When there is no sun in the winter season, everything gets cold. Similarly, if there was no sunlight, the earth would be frozen. No creature on earth could survive. It rains from clouds. As a result, we feel peace. If there was no rain, there would be drought. There would be no crops. We see rivers and canals around us. We travel through the rivers. Besides, we get fish to eat. Moreover, numerous aquatic plants and animals live in the rivers. Without river water, our crops would not grow. We get fruits, vegetables, and other food items from plants. Besides, we get wood and furniture from trees. Wood is also used as fuel. The oxygen we need to breathe also comes from plants. Next page. We have many domestic birds and animals. Cows give us milk. Various sweets are prepared from cow's milk. We eat beef, buffalo, and goat meat. The land is cultivated by cows and buffaloes. We get meat and eggs from poultry. All kinds of fruits, flowers, and crops grow in the soil. For example, everything including rice, wheat, corn, potatoes, onions, peppers, turmeric, garlic, vegetables, fruits grows in the soil. In our world, we live depending on nature and biosphere. As human beings cannot live without breath, similarly, leading normal life is impossible without nature, environment, and biosphere. So we have a close relationship with nature and biosphere. There are instructions in Islam to take care of them. It is description in the Hadith. ما من مسلم يغرس غرسا أو يزرع زرعا فيأكل منه طير أو إنسان أو بهيمة. Meaning, if any Muslim plants a tree or sows seed from which a man, a bird, or a beast eats, it counts as sadaqah, charity for the producer. So we will try to be caring towards nature and living world without loving behavior. Through loving behavior. Going to the next page. Task A. We will answer the questions orally in one word. We will do the task individually. Number 1. Who is the creator of man, nature, and the living world? 2. What do we get from the sun? 3. Where does oxygen come from? 4. Where do we get wood and furniture from? 5. What type of behavior will we do towards nature and biosphere? So let's see the answer of these questions. Here is the answer. Number 1. Who is the creator of man, nature, and the living world? Answer: Almighty Allah. 2. What do we get from the sun? Light and heat. Where does oxygen come from? From trees. 4. Where do we get wood and furniture from? From trees. 5. What type of behavior will we do towards natural and biosphere? Answer: full of love. Now let's go back to the book. Now task B. We will read the content and think about it. We will write 5 sentences describing the mutual relationship among humans, nature, and biosphere. Let us complete the task individually. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. Number 1. We are dependent on nature, environment, and biosphere. Number 2. We get light and heat from the sun. Number 3. We get fruits, vegetables, and other food items as well as oxygen from plants and trees. Number 4. Just as man cannot live without breath, it is impossible for man to live without nature, environment, and living world. Number 5. We have a close relationship with nature and the living world. Now let's go back to the book. Task C. Let us draw a picture depicting our dependence on nature and biosphere. So you have to draw a picture here. Going to the next page. Love and care towards animals and nature. Look at the picture below. Let us say how a girl and boy are taking care of plants. We grow up in the family with the love, affection, and care of our parents. Creatures and nature also have families. They also grow up with care. We can also take care of them. They remain fine with that. If a tree is taken care of regularly, it will produce flowers and fruits well. Similarly, if a cow is cared for regularly, it will give milk and meat more. Trees, forests, mountains, and rivers are part of nature. Damage to these causes natural disasters. Then our existence is threatened. So there is a need to take care of them. Every creation of Allah must be loved and cared for. If we would be kind to the creations of Allah, Allah would be kind to us. Regarding showing kindness and love to creations as well as nature, the great Prophet ﷺ said, "Irhamu ahlal ardi yarhamukum man fis samai," meaning, be merciful to the people of the earth, and the one who is on the heaven will do mercy upon you. Almighty Allah has created us as the most rational creature, so it is our duty to be careful towards nature and biosphere. Nature and biosphere provide us with everything we need for living. If we plant trees, the earth becomes greener, we get more flowers and oxygen, and if the trees are cut, next page, the earth will be damaged. We will not get fruits of our food and oxygen to live, so we will plant more trees and more trees. Emphasizing the importance of planting trees, the Prophet ﷺ said, if you know for sure that Qiyamah is coming, then if you have a sapling to plant that sapling. Instructions of Islam to take care of animals, nature, and environment. In the final day of judgment, Allah will ask the person who kills a sparrow or animal smaller than it in vain. Hadith from Nasa'i Sharif. You will keep yourself refrain from the cause of curse, urinating and defecating on 3 places such as stairs of a pond, streets, and shadowy places. Hadith from Abu Dawud Sharif. There are 70 branches of Iman. Among them, the lowest one is to remove the inflicting elements from plants. So, from paths, Hadith from Muslim Sharif. We keep our surroundings clean. We will throw garbage and spit off anywhere. Sorry, we will not throw garbage and spit off anywhere because it spreads germs and pollutes the air. Plastic, polythene, chemical waste, etc. spoil the environment. Dumping of garbage in ponds, canals, and rivers pollutes water. If the blood of the slaughtered animal is not properly cleaned during the Qurbani sacrifice, it harms the environment. So we will refrain us from doing these things. Any fact that harms the soil, air, water, and environment is prohibited in Islam. Therefore, we will not do any work that harms the environment. We will not leave the carcasses or leftovers of the animals anywhere, rather bury them in a hole in the ground. Household garbage and leftovers should be left in the designated place. If necessary, these garbage will be buried in the ground. Smoking causes air pollution, so we will create awareness to prevent smoking. In this way, we will show caring behavior towards animals and nature by loving them through our various activities. Next page, task A. Now we will read the content again and think about it. Let us mark the right or wrong answers. We will complete the task individually. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. Number 1. Animals and nature have family. It is right answer. Number 2. Damage to plants and forests does not cause natural disasters. Wrong. Number 3. Spitting and coughing anywhere spread germs. Right. Number 4. Smoking does not cause air pollution. Wrong. 5. Any activity that harms the environment is prohibited in Islam. Right. 6. In the Quran and Hadith, there are instructions to take care of animals and nature. Right. 7. There is no need of love and caring behavior for animals and nature. It's wrong. Now let's go back to the book. Now task B. We will write what activities we will do to take care of animals and nature in the spaces below. Let us complete the task in pairs. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. What we shall do to take care of soil. Number 1. Do not throw plastic, polythene, chemical waste, etc. 2. Do not throw garbage and spit on the ground. What we shall do to take care of water. Do not throw garbage in ponds, canals, and rivers. 2. Do not throw chemical waste into water. What we shall do to take care of animals. Number 1. We will not do any kind of work that causes suffering to animals. Number 2. Feed the hungry animals with suitable food. What we shall do to take care of air. What we shall do to take care of plants. 1. We will not smoke. 2. Stop black smoke from vehicles. 1. We will plant more trees. 2. Avoid cutting excess plants. Now let's go back to the book. Next page, task C. We will play the role of taking care of life and nature in the light of Islam. Let us do the task individually. Task D. We will make a list of practical exercise of taking care of animals and nature around home and school. Let us complete the task in groups. So let's see the answer of this task. Here is the answer. We shall keep the garbage in a certain place without leaving it anywhere. Number 1. We will plant more trees and not cut down too many trees. 2. We will take care of nature and animals. 3. We will take care of sick animals and birds. 4. We will burn plastic, polythene, and chemical waste instead of throwing them away. Number 5. We will bury the dead bodies or waste of animals instead of throwing them away. 6. We will create awareness about smoking prevention. 7. We will clean the blood of slaughtered animals during Eid ul-Adha. 8. We will not throw garbage or spit anywhere. 9. We will not harm trees, forests, mountains, etc. Number 10. We will love and treat living creatures and nature with care. Now let's go back to the book. So dear students, we have completed the religion books half, means annual syllabus. So we will again meet in the next video inshallah. Till then, stay safe, stay well. Allah Hafiz.